Hello, everyone. My name is Nick Andriel, and today I'm going to be discussing how to develop a career plan while at Xavier University. Currently, I'm in the role of Assistant Director in the Career Development Office. I work in the Connaughton Learning Commons in room 517, and my email is andrieln@xavier.edu. With all of that said, let's get into a little bit of true or false. Choosing a major is directly related to choosing a career. Is that true or false? That is false. The myth: choosing a major directly correlates to choosing a future career path. Once a major is picked, the student is locked into that field forever. The reality: less than half of students end up in the career that directly relates to their major. Focusing on transferable skills and experiential learning opportunities is more important when securing employment. Keep that in mind as you're going through this process. Let's do this again. True or false? Every person has one major that fits their skills and interests. Is that true or false? That is also false. The myth: a person can only be a good fit for one specific major. It is unlikely for a student to have multiple strengths/skills that translate across different fields of study. That's preposterous. The reality: it is possible and actually likely to have interest in multiple majors. Do not get stuck thinking that a decision today takes opportunities from you tomorrow. I'm going to read that one more time. Do not get stuck thinking that a decision today takes opportunities from you tomorrow. It is likely that both interests will cross your path eventually. And lastly, pairing my major with growth opportunities outside the classroom will give me a competitive advantage regardless of my major. Is that true or false? That is true. The myth: my major and GPA alone will open doors for me in the workplace. That is absolutely not true. The reality is that employers do care about grades and growth opportunities combined. Active students stand out because they go the extra mile to learn. You don't have to enjoy every job that you take, but always learn from each opportunity. So let me introduce you to the chaos theory of careers and the acronym EPSA, which stands for Explore, Prepare, Start, and Adapt. The chaos theory of careers redefines success as the ability to navigate change, respond to chance, and adapt to the complexity of the workforce. This Mobius strip, located at the bottom of the screen, is a good visual representation for students that are just starting in their careers. It gives them the flexibility to choose what path is best for them. Variables are always changing in life, whether it be personal, professional, spiritual, or emotional, and we want to make sure that students are equipped to do what's best for them and their families with adaptability at the forefront. This theory allows them to do just that. Here is another visual representation of chaos theory with your intended destination in the dotted orange line. As you can see in green, there's a changed destination with a metaphorical car crash that sends you on the red line to your new destination, which appears to be below the one that you originally intended in your head. Life isn't fair. You're going to get cuts, scrapes, and bruises. We've all been through hardships in our lives, and yet we're still standing here at Xavier University chasing our dreams. Chaos theory gives you the tools to be flexible enough to pursue that new opportunity that propels you forward beyond what you intended into better situations. And Xavier wants to help you do that too. Please visit our website at xavier.edu/career. On the left-hand side of the screen, go to Students and Alumni, and then click Major and Career Exploration. From there, you'll get this screen with a plethora of resources at your disposal to help you navigate career exploration. Schedule a meeting with one of our career coaches. We are happy to help you navigate which tools are best for your needs. And ultimately, we want to help you be successful not only at Xavier, but in your career as well. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of self-reflection. We can't know where we're going in our life if we don't first recognize where we've been. So I would recommend grabbing a notepad and a pen, pause the video when you need to, as we're going through these questions. First of all, what brings you joy in your life? Think back a year, 2, 3 years, maybe you were in high school. What clubs and activities were you doing? Maybe you were on a sports team that brought you the most joy. Go ahead and write those activities down. While you're doing that, I would just suggest thinking through which of the activities gave you the most energy in your life and which of those activities made you feel the most accomplished. I know for myself, I was a big baseball guy growing up, and competing on a team with a common goal, trying to win games together, was something that made me feel energized and accomplished at the same time. That's probably what I would write down. Go ahead and think through that for yourself. I would also highlight the activities that you could not live without, and then let's do some research and see if Xavier University has the ability to give you access to that. Once you've written down your activities and gone through this list of questions, we have another activity for you, the experiential learning cycle discernment activity. We're going to reflect, theorize, apply, and act. Okay, so pick one of the activities that you wrote down on your page, and we're going to go through each of these steps. First, with the activity that you've selected, why does that activity bring you joy? Go ahead and pause the video and journal about that. Once you've done that, could it relate to a major? Is the activity that you've chosen something that closely relates to a major? If so, let's do some more research. Let's reach out to faculty members and learn more. Once you've journaled about that and done your research, what skills are you using in that activity? You're always going to be learning something when you're doing an activity or you're on a club or a team. There's something to take away. There's a lesson there. Go ahead and journal about that too. And finally, can you participate in this activity more intentionally on campus at Xavier University? Definitely going to require a little bit of research in order to find that out, and our team at Xavier in the Career Development Office is here to help you with that process. Another activity that we'd recommend is the cross-functional skills activity. This is where we try to intersect what you're talented in with what you're interested in, and vice versa, what you're not talented in and what you're not interested in. I'm going to run through this activity as myself to kind of guide you through it. Feel free to pause the video and write down in your notepad at any time. For me, science was a low point. As a young kid, I hated the concepts. I didn't understand them. I didn't get good grades in science, and that's okay. When I got to college, I understood that this was probably not going to be a path for me, and I avoided those majors. Music, I'm interested in music. I like playing music on Spotify, singing in the car. I'm not talented in music. I don't know how to play an instrument, and I'm not a good singer. Music's more of a hobby for me, and that's okay. Sales. My first job coming out of college was in sales. I'm talented in sales. I have the people skills to do sales. I was not interested in sales. Getting up in the morning, I dreaded it and ultimately moved out of sales. The one thing I'll say about jobs like this, where you're talented but don't have interest, learn from those things. You don't know until you try. Take the lesson and move forward. When I transitioned out of sales, I got into coaching. I was a college baseball player. I coached college baseball for about 4 years. I'm interested in baseball. I'm talented as a coach, and this is where a lot of my magic happened. I was really happy in my 4 years coaching. And now I'm coaching in a different way, helping students find what their passions are. And so we want to make sure that when you find your careers, there's that intersection between interested and talented. And everybody gets there. It just takes time. Once you have done some self-reflection, you need to explore your options. Use the Xavier University course catalog, which is linked on bullet point number 1. What courses sound interesting to you? Take those courses. Get an understanding for what you like. Once you have an understanding for what you like, research possible careers based on those courses using ONET and the Occupational Outlook Handbook posted on our website. Once you've explored your options, we need to start narrowing down your options. Start by eliminating the majors that you do not want. Highlight the majors that sound interesting to you. Pick 2 or 3 of those and start researching the academic criteria. Set meetings with faculty members and learn more. Take introductory courses at Xavier. Create a pros and cons list and evaluate your priorities. These are all great steps to figure out what you do and do not want. Next, you need to build your network. A lot of first-year students come to me and they say, Nick, I don't have a network yet, and I'm here to challenge that. You have family members, classmates, Xavier alums that you have not met yet, coworkers and future coworkers, friends, and faculty all in your corner. Xavier University casts a wide net in their alumni association, and if you need help navigating, the Career Development Office can help you build that network. Next, I'd challenge you to get involved by taking calculated risks. Join a club or an organization on campus using EngageXU. Get a part-time job or an internship utilizing Handshake. Handshake is a great way to stay updated on all job opportunities as well as the events that Xavier hosts, like the Career Fair. Volunteer in the Cincinnati area. Here is a link to see all the opportunities available. And again, like I said, attend a career development event. Career Fair is vital. Be sure that you understand when our Career Fair is and how to attend. And if you still need help figuring out what you want for your major, take an assessment. Type Focus career assessments are available through our Career Development Office. They provide personality insight, both obvious and underlying personality traits that you have, and then will inform career and suggestions based on that. You can take the assessment online, but to review your results, you will need to meet with a member of our staff. Lastly, connect with the Career Development Office. Schedule an appointment with your career coach. We're open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday. Here's a link to schedule an appointment using Handshake. You can also contact me at andrealn@xavier.edu or using my office phone 513-745-3293. And here are some other ways that we can help you. We do resume and cover letter review. We do career fair preparation. We help with graduate school consultation. We do internship and job searches. Professional mentor program on campus. Please look into that. Mock interviews and networking. If you have questions, like I said, schedule an appointment or call me. I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Thanks and have a great day.